Good morning. How are you today? I've been having some interesting thoughts and I just get quirky with them every once in a while. But the other day I was looking at some t-shirts in one set, and it's probably been out there a long time. And I just found it and it says, "Be you, they will adjust." And I thought, yes, I've I've done this up and down in my lifetime sometimes where I uh, have tried to modify who I was. And then I quickly learned that it wasn't my environment. It wasn't where I would fit. Now, I didn't need to go in and have everybody accept me. Do I want people to like me? I'm sure I do. It's appreciated. I know people like me. And I also know that I'm a little too much for some people. So that's okay. I luckily did not get too hung up on needing to please people. I did get hung up on wanting to provide quality work, wanting to be acknowledged for what my contribution was, and to not worry about was I or was I not fitting in. Because I don't think I was designed to fit in. I was designed to pop in, make a change, and then go to the next place. I'll explain that another day. So what I did today is I got to thinking, be you, be you. So then if you take a look at people who are feeling, good morning, are feeling a little bit uncomfortable about being them, being you, what are they doing? What are they doing? So let's just go real simple right away. What happens when a little kid gets a boo-boo? Like, yeah, those little kids, you've had them, you've been one. They get a little boo-boo, and it's really not bad, but what is it that they like to get? They like to get the BandAids, BandAids with Spider-Man on them and Batman on them and whatever else is there. And then they come and one Band-Aid isn't enough. They want another Band-Aid. And, oh, I have another boo-boo over here. They get excited about having Band-Aids. Well, do we do that in our adult life? Do we get excited about having Band-Aids, but not because we had a boo-boo, but because we don't know how to be us? And we think somebody else has got a better idea. Somebody else has a better plan. So they might have pieces that we need, but they don't have the whole thing. But I've been in enough seminars on the last few months. Let's take 18 months. And I see a lot of people going, oh gosh, this is the end all be all. This is the answer that I've needed. If I can just clone myself to be this person. Well, if you're looking at someone who's making $50,000 a month in income, hallelujah. But they didn't start there. And how did they do it? If I were to talk to those people, I really want to go in and I want to say, so how many courses did you take before you came up with your plan? Because I'll bet some of them didn't take too many of those. I bet you they already knew who they were, and they just needed to find a system and a formula that worked for them. They probably went out and investigated right away what was it that was going to be simple or different from what somebody else had already done or unique. Well, the market's kind of flooded in the sense of not overwhelmed, but because you're going to find the person you want to follow or learn from. But what I realized is that a lot of coaches out there, and this isn't a diss, I have a lot of friends who are coaches, but they have a formula. They have a formula. And the formula is to do this and to do that, and you've got to fit in it. Well, I realized that when I tried to have one coach this year, that every time I went to the formula, something about it didn't work for me. It just didn't work. I couldn't identify it. It wasn't their problem. It was mine. But I kept thinking, this isn't me. This isn't me. I need to be me. Well, I'm a little bit attention deficit. I'm a little bit random thought person, as you can tell, as you listen to me speak. And what occurs for me are a lot of ideas. They actually crash into one another like somebody would if they were running a stoplight, crash into another car. So when I'm looking for solutions myself, I have to take pieces or I get into too many ideas and I get into a lot of self-doubt. So I work with people who do the same thing. So when I say be you, you got to recognize when you're in self-doubt. And then you got to go back and you got to assess your assets. So the reason you want a mentor who's somebody who takes you from the place that you are, they're not going to work you into a formula. They're going to take you from the place that you are and help you re-customize yourself. Re-customize? Yeah, I'm going to strip those Band-Aids off and we're going to put you back into customization. So what does customization look like? So if you want to be you, you have to own all the you that you've ever been. So I have simple little exercises, and I'm going to give you part of one today because this is fascinating how we forget who we are. What are the assets that we bring to ourselves when we're out there? Have we been mothers? Have we built a previous business? Have we been babysitters? Have we been inventors? Have we been authors? Who are we? What have all we been? Every last one of those experiences adds in. And you've got to go back and you've got to say, how do I talk about this? How do I talk about this and to share my value? So just because you're looking at one particular class right now and this person has this system that looks like it's going to work for you, that's great. But do not throw away all that stuff that you already got that is good stuff. So a mentor helps you find your good stuff again and helps you package it so that it's usable to you. And then maybe all you need is a system or a tool to move yourself forward in today's world of social media. So I see a lot of people trying to say, oh, I need this system. I need only this. I need this. And everybody's marketing to you like you are not enough. So my thought is I want you to be you. Be you. And you will not fit for everybody's need. But you only need how many customers a month to really make your living at doing what you're doing? Or do you want to sell classes? Or do you want to be an affiliate marketer? So once you work with me to get your customized perspective of you and the product you already are, yes, you're the product. You're the product, not that thing that you're hiding behind. Once you get you figured out, then you know what it is you're going to market. You know how it is you're going to be out there, and you won't need any more Band-Aids. You won't need any more of those things. Now let's look at a couple of other things you have. What are all the other assets that you have? Well, sometimes we get older and we say, oh, I have tenacity, or I make good plans. Well, do you? Look back and go, where did that come from? And maybe you need to remember simple things like the spelling bee that you won, or the time you wrote a story and got to give it in front of the class. It was your first speaking engagement. And here's why I bring that up. Let's say today you're in a situation where someone asks you to go on stage and speak. And you go, I can't do that. And I'm going to tell you that's BS. Because somewhere in your life, you have been in front of a group and you have told a story, whether it was to 5 grandparents and aunts and uncles, or whether it was to your siblings. You have told a story, you have told a speech, and you have been in front of an audience. And so one of the things that you want to do is to go back and look at all of those things. So as a mentor, I'm going to make you look at what you've already done. I'm not going to dump new stuff on you until you decide, what is it about me that I already use and do that I want to continue? And then lastly, I want you to look at the things that you love to do in your free time. And how do each of those, how do the skills that you use to develop those come into your daily life, and how you are going to use those? So I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to make another BU edition number 2 tomorrow. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.